We're gonna start. All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of My Little Shit Show. I got a couple guests here for you today. I got what is your rap name again? It's BTF.
BTF, yeah.
BTF.
BTF.
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Born to Flex.
Okay,
My
sick.
bad.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no,
You good.
I was looking at it and I was like BTF. I was like, what else do I call them? Like, what does it stand for? But yeah, it's cool. Like, I was checking out some of your guys' music a little bit earlier today. I was looking at that mixtape you posted, the Press Mafia one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when you released that boy in like 2023?
I'm sorry.
You released that in what, like 2023?
Yeah. 2023. We released that like last summer, and we just been trying to, find our little sound and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sick.
All right.
So who all's in like BTF? Is it just you two, or are there a few more people?
There's a couple members. There's not like a lot of rappers for real. But there's a bunch of people in the group, So
Okay.
like I don't know. I say our main rappers though are me and Monte,
Yeah.
and then my boys Mikey. We got Ant, and then JB.
My brother.
And there's a couple other people that be rapping here and there, but like they ain't always rapping. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
I
definitely.
wouldn't know what to label them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, definitely.
like just
That's fair. Yeah. No, I figured I'd ask. I was checking out that Throwing Up remix like video.
hell yeah.
I was fucking with
I
that.
just dropped that bitch.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was hard.
What'd you think about it?
I liked it I liked it a lot. I was in the middle of doing something, so I didn't get to watch it all the way through. I watched like the first like half of it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I was fucking with it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's always cool to get like feedback and shit, especially like from people that like don't know us like on a personal level as much.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's how I feel like with the podcast and stuff. I'm always like, yo, what did you guys like think of this? Or I'll like sometimes too. I feel like for the most part, I'm like my biggest critic of this though too. I like nitpick so many things, and like every week I'm like, all right, I need to try to fix this problem.
I won't lie. Like sometimes like that's what I be thinking with this rap shit, but then I just look at what I'm doing and every step I'm taking. Like it could be anything from just getting out a couple videos. Like I have on my page, like there's a playlist with all our music videos. You'll see within 10 months we dropped like 11 or 12 videos.
Yeah.
And people aren't really doing that. So there's a lot of people that they're in groups, or there's people that are rapping and they ain't taking it seriously. They're sitting here and they're not putting their money where their mouth is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, like I just feel like if you rapping about money shit, you rapping about this, you rapping about that, you should have videos going along with it, So
No, definitely.
I just feel like, we've been just trying to keep up, just, show people that, we can do that, we can
Trying to be consistent.
Yeah, I feel like consistency is like one of the biggest keys, especially when you're like a small content creator for like anything.
Yeah,
agree.
definitely.
I
Like,
agree.
I mean, like this podcast, like we started this up mid-February, so this is actually the 12th episode. So it's like we're popping out an episode once a week,
Yeah, no, and like that's how I feel with the videos. Like we started off doing like 1 or 2 videos every like couple months, but now lately it's just been like back to back, like
Every other week.
every other week, sometimes every other month, like not
Next
every
day.
month, well, next day. I don't know. It just we never find out. We just
Do it.
do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Make
It's
it work.
always it's weird because it's always just like all of a sudden. It's never just like we have stuff planned out.
Planned
It's just
out.
it gets thrown
Out of-
at us out of nowhere, and then we're
Right.
on it.
Yeah.
Like we might get a deal one day, and then we're like, okay,
Get it
boom.
done.
So we'll go on it. But I
Yeah.
mean, personally, I'm the manager of our group, so like I just make sure that we get our like studio time. I make sure we
Content
get
out.
videos, content. I always make the little clips and stuff on YouTube and Instagram and everywhere. So I don't know that stuff. It's I feel that. I feel the struggle of trying to get your voice out.
Yeah. Do you guys work with anyone for like videos?
Oh yeah. No, we worked with Super Officials. He's like one of my favorite videos.
He's one of our main
Like
ones.
he's a real one. And then we've been working with GMT lately too. We've been doing a lot of one mics with him.
Okay.
And then my man's aunt, like, he knows this one up and coming video dude. His name's Yoshan. Like, we shot a couple of videos with him.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, no, we got plans to work with like more people. Like it's really not all that. You can go on a lot of these video people's pages, and they just have lists of their prices anyways. So you can go contact them and get videos from all type of people that shot with everybody in the city.
Yeah, I have a friend who does a lot of like video producing and stuff. So I mean, if you guys want, I could like shoot him a text or whatever, maybe link you guys up.
Yeah,
Hey, that's fire. That's
He
fire.
makes
that'd be good.
he makes some like videos with some cool people. Like he does like a lot of like White Boy Rick's like social media videos and stuff
Okay.
like that for him.
That's cool. That's
He's
cool.
helped out with have you heard of Haha Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
the
a
comedian.
comedian.
Yeah, he's helped out with like some of his skits and filming those. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
fire.
good.
That's fire for sure.
he does like a lot of music videos and shit too.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Like I was saying, like with Super and stuff, like bro be shooting all types of stuff. Like he don't just shoot videos, bro. Like he shoot like commercials and shit.
Yeah, he get
too.
creative with it.
Like
Okay.
I've seen some different shit from him. Like I don't know if you've ever talked to him or if you ever like looked into like doing any content with him. He's a really cool dude. You should get him on the podcast, bro. Honestly.
Dude, I'd be down. I'm always looking for more guests. That's the thing is like you can never have enough guests for like these things.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
It's like it's a pain like how much like sometimes it's like you're like hitting up as many people as you can and then it's like all right once you run through your friends you're like okay fuck. Now it's like
yeah.
especially like when you're first starting off like you know it's like you don't really have that much of a platform yet so trying to get a guest is like pulling fucking teeth. You're like oh my god
Right.
who's actually gonna come on this week? So
Yeah, and like I was telling Javinci like right before like we started recording, like it's kind of hard like being an upcoming rapper and like wanting to like try to get features too, you know, like
oh yeah I don't doubt it.
or like even or it'd be the other way around promoting your features too. Like if you're trying to sell features and stuff, or if you're trying to like do something like that. It's harder when you know we have a little bit of a name, but like we ain't out there like someone like Peasy or someone you know like big, you know. So
Yeah, no, that's fair. I feel like, yeah, it's kind of like similar. It's like you don't have as big of a platform as this person, or it's like they're just looking at you. They look at you as if they're not going to get any value out of the feature, even though you can come and say a crazy bar.
yeah, definitely like.
So
So it's like I don't know. I kind of want to get my own following so I can match someone else's energy in a way, and they can't like. I want to be able to so that they can't be like okay like I don't want to do a song with him. Like they'll be like okay, there's reasons for me to do songs with him. So
yeah, the podcasting with like guests and stuff, it's like fairly similar. I feel like, you know, it's like you can message like these different creators all you want, but like they're gonna be like, dude, yeah, you have like 300 followers on Instagram, like
they're like what?
you're not gonna like I'm not gonna get
300
value
followers,
out of
Yeah,
it.
no, I actually like I was here and at the studio and I was gifting Blicky a guitar
Oh, I saw that on his social media.
and we were just chopping it up like for a while and you know smoking whatever. And he was just telling me, he was like, oh, you know, like, you should go check out Bro's podcast. You know, like, we shoot it here. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'll go check it out. And like, I was looking at like the content. That shit was fire. Like, I was like, damn, like, this shit really like some good questions, funny questions. Like, it's all type of stuff. Like, I don't know, like, you definitely know what you're doing. Like, I could see you I would listen to a lot of podcasts. You know, like I listen to like Joe Rogan, like Theo Von, like you know,
Yeah.
you listen to like podcasts like almost I would say similar to yours. You know.
Yeah.
And like I could see you on that type of level, like for
Oh,
sure.
sick.
I could see you getting up there and like
I appreciate it.
being able to just like you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep that grind
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, it's like the consistency thing with it.
Yep. Consistent.
It's a lot because like, especially for like the reels and stuff. It's ideally you want to try to put out like at least one post a day, and it's hard to like I do a lot of shit. So
Hell yeah! What made you want to do a podcast, man?
I've listened to him for a while, and I wanted to get into stand up comedy. So I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
I was using I want to use the podcast as kind of just like a platform to start off on.
Right.
I've been doing like a couple like open mic nights. Like I've been on 2 so far. So
Hell yeah,
I'm
yeah.
starting to get out there, starting to do like stand up and shit. So
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. We like that's almost like with us, like we've been like performed like over the summer. We haven't performed since the summer. Like we just been trying to get a bunch of videos and content out so that when people like see us on stage, we you know they look us up and there's actually something for them to find. But you know, we performed like a couple shows in Detroit.
Even out in
And,
Ohio.
we did one show in Ohio. Yeah.
hell yeah, yeah. That's probably my plan for like doing open mic nights. I want to get like be very comfortable like in this area. Well, like for Michigan, like for the most part, like I'm gonna start ramping up like where like I'm like sending in like submissions to try to get in on open mic nights.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've done it just at the Detroit House of Comedy so far. I've done both of them there. I want to. There's one place in Ann Arbor I tried signing up for, but it's like luck of the draw with like open mic nights. It's like so like all these people sign up, so it's like all right, we're gonna pull 16 names, and these are the 16 people doing it.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta get lucky. So I've signed up for this one place in Ann Arbor. So I eventually, hopefully, gonna start doing it there soon. Then I want to start going out to like Lansing to do it, and then eventually like in Royal Oak. So like the biggest like comedy club in Michigan is Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, and they only do it once a month, so it's a lot harder to get on.
Yeah,
there,
it's kind of like you have to place an entry or you got.
Yeah, you sign up.
So like how does that shit work? Like if like do the bigger names get chosen first like always or something or like?
No, dude, it's like literally luck of the draw.
Okay.
They just randomize it.
Yeah, no, I have no idea how like the comedy scene is or how that would work. You know, like
so like the Detroit House of Comedy, like the way they structure their open mic nights, if it's someone they feel like who has like pretty decent content and stuff, then they'll ask you if you want to do more time on the open mic night.
Okay.
So you start off at 3 minutes. You get 3 minutes up there.
And if they like you, then they'll be like,
eventually,
okay,
yeah. Once you get comfortable with it and stuff, then they might be like, hey, we think you got some solid stuff. Do you want to do 5 this week? Or there's some people who do like 7 to 10 minutes up there who've been doing it for a little while now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a huge thing with it. But some open mic nights too, like the place in Ann Arbor, everyone gets 5 minutes. It's just 5 minutes. So
that I ain't gonna lie, that's like pretty much the same as like getting into shows, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have one little slot and you do one song, you know?
Yeah.
Perform one song, and if they like you, if the crowd likes you, like the DJ might be like, "Oh, come back up here and perform something else." Blah blah.
yeah,
So I feel that. I feel that for sure.
the one thing with music though, at least, I was talking to someone about this on the podcast. It's like music's like way fucking cooler than stand-up comedy though. So like you have like the beats and stuff. So even if you go up there and you have like not that good of a song, if you have a really solid beat, you'll at least get somewhat of a crowd reaction because they'll just be like bobbing,
moving,
they'll move around, they'll bob their heads.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, at least fuck with this beat or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
With stand-up comedy, I have nothing
Be
else.
hard.
Yeah,
they're
I've nothing.
waiting to laugh.
Yeah,
they're waiting to hear.
Yeah,
some
you
shit
walk
that
out
you
there.
wanna know is funny
You walk
as hell.
out there. You just got a bunch of lights in your face, and there's like fucking like 20, 30 people sitting there staring at you. Like, all right, make me laugh, motherfucker. Like, you are like whatever you say is the entertainment. So it's like if you bomb, it's a very shitty like 3 to 5 minutes. You're standing there just like fuck, dude.
So like, all right, now how is that like? I'm not saying like you bombed or nothing, but like if something like that does happen, now like how hard is that coming back? Like, do you go to other shows and do people be like, oh, like I seen him here, like he's gonna bomb again, or like how does that work?
Well, they're open mic nights. So the whole concept of open mic night is to test out material.
Okay.
So you could see someone do something and you thought they weren't that funny at open mic night, but they could actually be a pretty good comedian. They're just trying out new material.
Okay.
And they're trying to, so they could do like their shittiest version of the joke, but you might see a joke when they actually when they're in an actual show,
So you might go there to make a joke and then say like you get like not the reaction you want. Maybe you got a good reaction, but it wasn't the one you want.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay, I gotta tweak this joke a little bit like this. I gotta do this and that.
Yeah, the wording,
Okay.
delivery. There's like adding different like punchlines and stuff. Adding multiple punchlines could add layer to it. So if a part of the joke that you thought was gonna hit doesn't hit off, then one of the other punchlines will actually get like a reaction or whatever, you know. So eventually, like once they perfect it, that's what they take to the show with them. And so that's like for experienced comedians. When you're first starting off, you can only do the open mic nights. So you constantly do open mic nights until you start to get recognized, and then eventually, like the people at the clubs are like, hey, this person's having a show. We need someone to open up for him. You want to come open up for him? Or you might run into a comedian who was like, yo, I like your stuff. Do you want to like come open up my show for me or whatever? And that's how eventually you spread out to getting to actual like gigs and like shows. But so the average like stand-up comedian, they said it like for the first like year or two, you're just pretty much doing open mic nights just to test out material and like start building your way up.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how I kind of feel that same way. Cause there was one song we performed at this club and fucking everybody started pulling out their phones. It was Twin Flow
Twin Flow.
And fucking everybody started like nodding their heads and even I don't know.
He came over and pulled my jacket.
Like dude was like one of the promoters of the club. He came over. He was like, "Oh yeah," and then he started pulling his shirt, like hyping him up. He ain't do that.
Looking at
nobody
the computer,
else
trying to see the name of the song.
Like, yeah, that shit was hype. So I was like, "Oh yeah," like when we get the chance, I want to shoot like a crazy video to it.
Yeah.
Like everybody messing with that. So I know we gotta do something with that.
That's one of my best songs that people say I got out.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Also, if you guys have do you guys have anything like coming up planned that you're really trying to drop?
Well, right now we're just waiting on a little editing on some videos and shit.
Yeah.
Like we got one video about to come out and it's about to be a group song. So
Okay.
and then I know Ant and Mikey, they want to like you don't know Ant and Mikey, but Ant and Mikey, they about to drop some little shit. They just recorded here actually.
I've been trying to tell my manager we should start working on part 2 to these songs. Our best songs that I feel like we got out: Ghetto Beethoven and Head Tap. It's out on our YouTube. Born Flag 76th Street Press Mafia.
Okay.
I feel like they're my best 2 songs, and I want to work on a part 2.
So I got this idea for Ghetto Beethoven part 2. I don't know if you've seen that video or not, but it was like
2K.
Like pretty much like the premise of the video was that like someone was talking shit about us and then we caught him out and then like killed him. But what I want to do and like we drive off and all that. What I want to do for like the part 2 though is I want like bro to like stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Like he survived and shit. And then like the whole time like it'll be like us turning up at a party or like and then like or driving off or like posting on the gram talking shit whatever and he'll be like recovering or some shit like in the hospital and like we won't even know he's dead, like we won't know, you know what I mean, or like say we thought we
walked him down,
we thought we killed him or something and then like and then like he'll come back like the whole that like he'll come back pretty much. That's my idea for that video.
Get back.
But
Okay.
I just gotta put that to like life. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard video to do.
That's something we gotta wait.
That's something you gotta put some paper
and plans. You gotta plan that.
Yeah.
Can't just do it.
I feel like that's kind of like it's a similar premise to like you hear the Too Grizzly like robbery.
That's what I'm trying to do. Almost is like I don't want to sit here and just flash guns in everybody's face and
you want to try to tell like more of a story.
I want to build off of something like how many music videos you seen blow up or have like or just like mainstream artists, they actually have like a storyline going in their video or like just something that's not like just them in front of the camera with all their boys. You know what I'm saying? Like not that I don't love those. I'll shoot those videos all day.
No, definitely.
But it's just like I also want to throw in my little like creative side to the shit. You feel me?
Yeah. You ever like take any psychedelics and just sit there and watch music videos for hours?
Hell yeah.
That was one of my favorite things to do in college, dude. I'd sit around and I'd watch I would just like YouTube like video after video, just like whatever's recommended next.
So like
and on
Right.
the psychedelics when I was watching it, I felt like every movie or music video was like a movie.
So look, I'm gonna tell you about the first time I tripped, bro. I took acid, bro. So fucking,
Oh shit.
I was on probation, bro. So when you're on probation, like that's the only thing you can really do is like acid or mushrooms because they can't really like test it in your piss. They have to do like a spinal tap or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, here, keep talking real quick. I'm about to run. You guys want a water bottle or something?
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good,
yeah.
fam. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Okay.
But long story short, he like I know I took the acid and shit. And, like I never had that shit before, but I'm just sitting there with my brother and fucking we're watching this Mike Tyson documentary. And all of a sudden I'm looking at Mike Tyson, I'm with my brother and he didn't take nothing because he just didn't mess with that shit. But
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, Mike Tyson got 3 heads, bro. I'm looking like his face like started off
3
like
heads.
like his face was like this, like normal, and then it just separated like this, bro. I swear to fucking God. And it was 3 different colors. It was like red, green, and blue.
Yeah.
And like I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then like I don't know, like I just couldn't stop watching that shit. And then I don't know, I started like branching out. I ate some shrooms, and then like the first time I ate shrooms, bro, I didn't feel nothing. I felt like I was smoking weed. Like it was weird. Like I just got a head high. But then, and I ate a 3-5, bro. Like I thought I would be straight. Bro, the second time I ate shrooms, bro, I swear to God, you ever play that mission in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 where you're on the side of the mountain with roach and soap?
Yeah.
Bro, I was sitting on my pool table, bro, and I swear to God, I'm looking down and I thought I'm on that mountain, bro, on that cliff, bro. when you're shuffling, oh my bad, when you shuffling on the cliff and shit,
Yeah.
bro. I swear to God, that's where I thought I was, bro. Like,
Damn.
and then like I had like some crazy like in my like I knew where I was like deep down in my heart I knew where I was, but what I was looking at I didn't know what
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I'm gonna jump, and then I jumped down into the shit. But it was weird, bro, because as soon as I jumped down, like everything like around me, like my surroundings came back, like like out of my peripheral vision and shit. So like I was just like, what the fuck, but. Yeah, no, that was a bad trip, bro. I started tripping, like, seeing shit I shouldn't have seen. And fucking, I had to turn the lights off and just lay down. And
Yeah,
I couldn't even watch TV or
pretty
nothing.
bad trips.
It was bad.
In like college.
Shrooms made me stay awoke.
Damn.
I took some shrooms and I was just up all night. Couldn't like hyper. I couldn't even close my eyes.
But honestly, like, I feel like the shrooms lately have been around everywhere. You can go to the gas station and go buy them, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like they got like less potent, to be honest, because everyone's just making whatever, and when like you got to find someone that really got like some decent product, because I feel like a couple of years ago, like you'd eat shrooms and you'd be blasted. Now I eat shrooms and it's like I have a mild trip, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I just ate, so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, do you guys know what raft off is?
Huh?
Raft off?
Nah.
It's like that big ass boat party that happens every summer
Oh, okay.
in like Muscatine Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The last time I ate mushrooms, it was at that. I ate some mushroom chocolate.
Candy
And
bars.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that shit, it fucked me up. I haven't tripped in a while. Back in college, I used to trip like once a week, but then I haven't done it in like a while. Like it was like a year and a half, 2 years. So I ate some, and then like, dude, it got wild. I got lost in the crowd. I got lost in the crowd, and I was like, dude, fuck. I find one of my friends who came on the same boat out there with me. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I was with her and her boyfriend, and I was like, yo, like, can I just tag along with you guys for a minute just so I like can figure out my way back eventually? I was like, I have no idea where I'm at. She was like, yeah. She's like, we gotta run to my parents' boat real quick. Well, her fucking parents, they're like swingers. So like I get on there, dude. There's a bunch of like old dudes like in like American flag speedos, and I'm like ripping shots with her dad, and on the boat. And then at some point I was just like talking. I'm like, yo, like, you guys want to see like my ass tat? Because I got an ass tat in college, and it's just like the Nirvana face, smiley face.
Was the smiley?
Yeah, the smiley from like the Nirvana logo. So that's what I have. And so like her mom, this 56-year-old woman comes up behind me. So I pulled down my pants. I was like, yeah, check out my tattoo. And I kind of like leaned up against the table. And then she like came up behind me and she fucking put her finger in my ass while I'm tripping on mushrooms, dude. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Hell no, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
That's wild.
Heck, you know.
I just said the first
So
thing.
like, what ended up happening though? Like,
So
did it come out eventually? It
yeah,
had to come out eventually.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. But I mean, she sat there for a minute, like talking to me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This is
Like, just finger in your
Yeah.
ass talking to you? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's retarded.
Yeah, dude. At least that's how I felt. Like I was like, I don't know. I was freaked. I don't know how long it was there because like when you're tripping, your perception of time is like so fucked. So I'm like sitting there. I just said like the first thing that came to my head. I was like, you keep doing that, you're gonna get me hard. And then she was like, oh. Eventually, my friend, her boyfriend or whatever, realized, and he's like, oh, I think we gotta go back to the other boat. I'm like, yeah, that's what we gotta do.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And then when like
That's funny.
we're getting off the boat, and then they're like, her mom's talking to me like, oh, we're like, we're really gonna be partying later. You should come by. And I was like, all right, I like to party, and never went back.
Never went back.
Man, I don't know. Last time I had shrooms, bro, I was here.
Yeah.
And fucking,
remember
I a little chocolate or something, bro. And fucking, I just remember driving home. Like, I felt like I was in Forza. Like when you put the camera to the floor and all you see is the road.
Yeah.
Like that's how I felt like when I was driving, man.
Yeah.
Cause I was just looking in I couldn't
We
see
had-
shit, so
we
I'm
had a
just
lot
like,
of 'em.
I'm looking like this, like with my face like above the steering wheel and shit. I just couldn't see shit, bro.
We had a lot of them.
Like that shit was fucked up.
I was here asleep. I had work the next morning. My sister woke me up. She told me it was a Hershey chocolate bar. I started eating it real fast, and then when it was halfway,
Swear to God, swear to God, I put that on my life.
when it was halfway gone, they told me it was a shroom bar. I'm like, wow, you feel me? I was high. That was a crazy night.
Yeah, dude, I bet. There's usually, what, like 4 grams of mushrooms in a chocolate bar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they told me it was 2 grams.
usually in a whole bar. I mean, there might be 2-gram ones. Usually in the full bar, the ones I've seen, they're 4 grams in the whole bar.
Shit.
So, like, yeah, dude.
Oh man.
You guys keep up with, like, any sports or anything?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, honestly, not as much lately, just because, like, just a lot going on in my life, and I don't really like. I be on my phone, but I don't really like look at everything all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I pay attention to NBA a little bit, like.
But I used to be really into like basketball. I like
Football,
I like.
too.
I pay attention
NFL.
more to UFC, to be honest, just because it's so
Okay.
spread out that I can be like, okay, like I know when the fight's about to come. It's not like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that shit.
you don't have to sit there, like, constantly engaged for,
Yeah.
like, 2 hours watching the game.
And half the time, all the UFC fights you can go watch for free anyway. So it's like, if I want to go watch the fight, I'll go watch it, or I'll watch a highlight.
yeah.
I watch the highlights and shit.
Dude. Antonio Brown, he's fucking wild. Like, you see the CTESPN thing he does?
Like, are you talking about like where he just like starts tweaking on Twitter and shit?
Yeah, well, on Twitter, yeah, he calls it CTESPN. He'll just do, like, sports updates.
Real?
Yeah, dude.
I ain't seen that shit.
Honestly,
shit for real.
since he started it, my only goal in life now is one day that I'll be like, he has like a little thing he'll post, he'll be like cracker of the week. I hope I can make cracker of the week one of these weeks, dude. That's the only goal I have in life right now.
That's funny as hell.
But did you hear anything about like the shit he was saying to like Caitlin Clark after?
No, what did he say? What did he say?
He said something along the lines. He was like, that bitch looked like she keep it hairy.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
She
Yeah.
ended up blocking him on Twitter.
Yeah, I seen that.
Dude, yeah, that shit's funny as fuck. What do you
seen
think?
that.
Did you hear about like that whole like deal with her? How people were pissed off because she's like, relative to an NBA player, their first season, she's not making as much.
Yeah.
She signed like a contract
Good,
for like,
you good, bro?
Goddamn, I was smacking.
I think her contract's like $384 million or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, she a good shooter. I ain't gonna lie with me. I watched it a few times. I ain't watch it that much, but like the little highlights I did see.
Oh, it was way less. It was 28 million.
Oh yeah.
But still, like, wait.
Did you see the shooting contest between her and Stephen Curry?
Yeah, Steph Curry fucking wiped her ass.
Yeah, but for a girl though, she
She was shooting
yeah.
some shit. I don't
She
know
was
why.
she a shooter.
did
I ain't
all
go,
that.
yeah, she a shooter.
Oh, it wasn't.
It's like you gotta be for real. Like you putting the best shooter of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I was
You
watching
know what
her.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like that's straight. Like she young, right? I don't.
She
really
hit like
keep up with
26
her.
of them though. I think she hit like 26 of them. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
So her rookie contract is 338,000. That's what it is.
Shit, that's still some.
That's
paper,
no, that's
man.
like per year. So it's like a 4-year contract.
And that's WNBA.
Yeah. So I mean,
Dang, they're
that,
actually getting. I
Yeah,
thought
she's
they
got-
got
she's
paid
got
way
dra-
less.
she's
To
got
be
drafted.
honest.
well, that's
got
like she's
drafted.
like the highest paid WNBA player. I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Do you know about Angel Reese?
Who?
Angel Reese?
Yeah.
Yeah. She got drafted from LSU.
Yeah.
She kind of good at her position too. She a center.
Yeah, no, I mean the WNBA is just starting to get more attention, but I mean that's like the thing too is like it's not bringing in the capital the NBA is bringing in, so it's like as like a organization, it's like they can't even afford to pay those players.
Yeah,
With
no,
the NBA can just because I mean these franchises bring in so much money.
Well, that's why I mean though. Like that's probably where they're trying to get at though. Like, all right, so is the WNBA and NBA two different organizations, or is it all under one association?
I believe they're separate associations, but they might be owned by the same entity.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know, because if that's the case, then I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. They should be able
Well,
to get some money.
The NBA itself, they might. So the NBA owns 50% of the WNBA, and then, so that's like the thing though. It's like the WNBA itself doesn't pay the players; it's the team that they get signed to. So that's the thing. Like, so 50% of the WNBA is owned by the NBA, but the other 50% of it is owned by the teams.
The teams.
And the teams, those are the people who sign the contract. They have their like contract, like
Okay,
they
so-
have their own caps depending on how much each team generates in revenue.
Hell yeah! So like honestly, like say like the I don't know, what's the girls team for Los Angeles? Like the Lakers version of the girls team.
I think it's like the Stars or something.
Like so like all right, that's probably the most popular. Like I would assume most popular girls team, one of the most popular franchises is the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the Sparks.
So like having that mindset, if like that's one of the most popular cities, you know, to go play basketball in.
Yeah.
Like, does that team, you know, have more money than like, and if that's the case, that team probably has, you know, so much more money than fucking like Portland. You know what I'm saying? Or like who the fuck's going to an WNBA game in Portland?
Yeah, no, that is fair.
Right.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, each team generates their own revenue. So like the Lakers, they're the number 2 most generating revenue like NBA team.
That's what I mean. So it's like how but like I wonder how that shit works. Cause like, all right, now you gotta think about this though. When you make a trade, they keep that same contract. So what if you make a trade to a team that can't afford that shit?
Well, they have their own cap limits. So it's like if this team like it happens in the NFL too. So like when the player gets traded, they have to look at their contract caps for their like you know it's like how much like money can we allocate towards these contracts like if it's so they can't go over the cap. So that's why sometimes they'll get rid of multiple players to get that one player.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Just because of like contract cap space.
You know that shit. Yeah, that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit a little bit not like it's confusing, but it's just like I don't understand how like
Me neither. I don't
Like-
think it's worth it.
I don't understand how like now where does the NBA get their money from? You know what I'm saying?
The NBA is an association. I assume that the teams themselves have to pay dues to the NBA as a like the commission and stuff, the organization
Okay.
to be in the
Okay.
league. So and then NFL or NBA themselves, they can do their own. They organize their own contracts with like, all right, what broadcasters are going to show, so they generate the revenue from those views.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how the contract works between them and the teams, and how much of that commission, how much like they profit off of the shows, how much goes to the team, and how much goes to the league itself.
Imagine if like Mark Cuban, bro, was just like, "Fuck this shit. I'm out the NBA. I'm taking Dallas with me." And then he's like, "Come on, like we're about to go start a league or something." Like, I wonder if you can try and do some shit like that, or like how that shit would work.
I mean, that's kind of like how like the XFL is. Like they're trying to be their own league. It's not the NFL. It is a professional like league. It's the second. I mean, it's the second biggest, most professional league. But the NFL is it just has that legacy that it holds that many more things. That's like the same thing with like PFL versus UFC. You know, it's like the UFC has that legacy, so like a lot of really good fighters will, their goal is to make it to the UFC. But now the PFL, they're getting all these big stars now too. So it's like
one. You seen one too?
Yeah. So like, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like now at that point they're competing with each other like contract wise or whatever, you know? Like fighters are going to want to go where they're getting paid the most.
Oh, definitely.
So like,
I mean, if you're gonna get punched in the face, like, I mean, like, especially for people that already got championships too, like Israel Adesanya could easily go to a different, place and go fuck some people up and get paid more for it.
Well, Francis Ngannou, he went to the PFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he left the UFC for the PFL because he was getting paid more. I got a wild question for you guys. You guys ever accidentally shit yourself as an adult?
Shoot yourself?
No, shit yourself.
Shit yourself?
Never, but I know a friend that did. I ain't gonna say no names, but if you know, you know.
Dude.
You gonna tell me after?
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
All right.
I'll tell you after.
So I got like IBS and like stomach issues. So like I've shit myself like a few times as an adult. The last time I did, dude, it was so fucked. I was at the gym, I was lifting. I was on my second set of like warm up deadlifts. I come up, dude. Right when I hit the top, I shit myself in the middle of the gym. I had to fucking throw the weight down, and I had to do that awkward ass like little walk thing to the bathroom. That shit. That was embarrassing. But that was the last time I shit myself. So. You guys follow politics at all or anything?
I mean, I don't really like care for it because I don't really like. I don't know. That's a tricky place to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
No, definitely.
Like especially trying to be like a rapper too. It's like, now what if I say some shit that one person don't like, or whatever. Everybody got views on everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, obviously like you can't like there's a lot of shit I say that people don't like. You know what I'm saying? But like that's one of the things where it's like people like really act crazy over politics, bro. Like,
no, they do.
Like, and it can be anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
my personal opinion on it, I think the two parties are in on it together, and they're just trying to. They're like, all right, we're just gonna create as much controversy as we can, because if you take to
like scare people and shit.
Well, it radicalizes people, and it creates like a lot of conflict and collision. So it creates a lot of like essentially like distraction while they're all sitting there in power, like in like Congress and shit, basically inside trading to make profits, and they're just like fucking doing whatever to milk money out of it, and they're just putting up and they're just using all these things as distractions.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's my opinion on it. That's why I think the only like this coming up election, the only candidate that I like strongly am like looking at is like RFK.
Right.
I think for this to become like more like
RFK is who? Robert F. Kennedy?
Yeah.
I've been like, did you ever? I seen it on this podcast. Like, fucking, Like it was a Dana White Theo Von podcast, and fucking Dana White just started
The Peloton.
the Peloton
Yeah.
podcast. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like he just started going off on them because
Yeah.
he's like
He
why can I
posted.
have him on my why can I have him on my shit? And then like I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Fucking Peloton.
Dana White was
He's
pissed. He
Peloton.
posted like a video on Instagram a little bit after that too, of them taking all the Pelotons out and replacing them with like those fan fucking.
Oh,
like,
the
bikes.
they had the different bikes. Like,
Yeah.
So long story short, bro. Like I know you ain't see this video. Dana White was with this other dude, and they were talking about some shit. And the other dude, like he has sponsors, right? And just because he had a person on his show, the CEO, like he was, I don't know if the CEO really told him that, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but the company is like some fucking bikes, bro. Like some fucking stationary bikes for working out. They're like, and Dana White's like, who the fuck is Peloton to tell me to do this or that? And he's like, I'm throwing all these out the gym, all these out the UFC gym. He's like, he called his guy over. He's like, oh, take them all out. Like, blah, blah.
Take them all out.
So yeah, no, he
Yeah.
he really
Yeah, he
went
ended
in on that shit.
the UFC's contract with them over that because like RFK, he's running for president and shit. So
Right.
they're like, we don't fuck with RFK. They're like, so you got to take that video down.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Trying to like pull some shit since they're like paying him to advertise.
But like honestly, that's weird. Like, why are you worried about? You know what I'm saying? Why are you worried about what he wants to do?
Worry about the wrong shit. Yeah, worry about the wrong
Because
shit.
it's not like he didn't even. I don't know what he did on the interview, but like I'm guessing he's not explicitly saying like, oh, go vote for him. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I feel like that's not the type of people those people are really.
Yeah, it's been kind of wild though, like the whole like percentage of the voting and stuff. It's going out. Like Democrats are worried because a lot of Democrats who don't really want to vote for the Democratic Party are going to vote RFK, and then the Republicans, they're scared that like Donald Trump was like accusing RFK of just being like a Democratic plant to steal lower Republican voters so they can win.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they had
They were saying that shit about Kanye though too.
Yeah.
So,
No, they were. Yeah, the Democratic Party though, they had like RFK's like family like at like a rally in like I think it was like Pittsburgh or Philadelphia, one of those two cities. They had like his siblings because they're all like affiliated with the Democratic Party too.
Mm-hmm.
They had them up there saying like pretty much like, yeah, make sure to vote for Joe Biden and shit. So they're trying to like separate like attack him that way, get his like family to like side with them, and then it was kind of wild too. It was just like all the stuff I read off of this article I was reading.
Do you think Joe Biden's gonna get reelected?
I hope not.
I don't think he will. I just feel like there's too many like things about him, too many memes and shit,
Yeah.
like too much shit that like people like. I've never seen like art when like I don't really care for politics that much, but like look, when I seen Trump in office, the social media was a lot different. You'd always see him in the news, you'd always see him on every page doing something. Like
Yeah.
But like whether it was good or bad, But every time I see Joe Biden on a page, it's always just someone clowning him. It's never, good, bad. It's never, whatever. It's just always clowning him. It's always a meme about him. It's always someone calling him Sleepy Joe. So it's like I can't really sit here and be like, oh yeah, like, I fuck with Trump. I fuck with Biden because I really don't fuck with neither of them. I don't even vote for real. Like I know I should, but I don't.
I don't vote neither.
It's crazy though. Like, I mean, they're taking these surveys and stuff, and like, I mean, it's close between Trump and Biden. Like pre like election, like with like surveys and shit. It's like, all right, like 44% of people are voting for fucking like Biden. 45% of people are voting for Trump. Then RFK is like number 3. So it's like, all right, the other 9% went to RFK.
Right.
So.
That's all interesting. That's just one of those things you just have to see like how that shit starts playing out.
Yeah. I really don't think we're gonna start to see like a better like more actual democracy and like
I
until we get a third party in there, because once you kind of start to disrupt that system, the third party sets the precedent. So now people are like looking like, okay, maybe other parties are a lot better because they don't have to be as radicalized. They can have mixed views, and I feel like that's where most people fall are in those mixed views. So honestly, realistically, the more parties you have that actually like
it's
are,
just I just feel like you won't like see that. I feel like in a lifetime though. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
know, maybe
like
I feel like it's more probable. I mean,
it is. I just feel like in general though, like over the last 100 years or so, I feel like you would probably see mostly Democrat and Republican.
oh,
You'll get like the mixes in between, the third parties in between. But I just feel like it's
well,
every year. Like since I've been I'm a lot younger, but every year that I've been alive, I've never seen like anybody else in a third party like get higher than like 10%.
yeah, well, yeah, no, that is true. I just think that like even if it doesn't happen, I feel like in the next like 15 years, it's becoming more and more probable every year because a lot of the people like that like look at the internet regularly and stuff, just like the globalization, like the mass media you can get online, it open. There's a lot more outlets to get news, and there's a lot more outlets to see stuff. And the thing is, like, that's like as like the older generation starts to get more phased out in the voting, and like the more people who have like a continuous access to the internet and stuff, and like just that wide source of like information, as they get older, it's just more and more probable that it could happen because now you're not having like news, and it's like, okay, I'm this small candidate, but this big news company doesn't want to this person anyway, so they'd be like, no, we're not gonna like feature we're not gonna promote you in our like news source or whatever. So, I mean, without like the internet, like if you think about it, they could like mind control everyone so much easier because
Definitely.
now there's just everyone, there's so many different perspectives, and you have if like something crazy happens in the world, we can know live updates of exactly what's happening within like 2 minutes of it happening.
Definitely,
So like,
definitely. You'll see something like instantly. Shit changes so fast too. Like there's always someone just on it.
yeah,
It's crazy to think like you gotta think there's someone out there that as soon as someone dies, you know what I'm saying? They're changing the Wikipedia and they're changing this and they're changing that.
yeah,
And then like all these they have editors out there that have to sit in their office and type up a little essay real quick about this and that and but they're like on go like 24/7. There's no stopping
yeah.
news, bro.
No,
There's no
there's
stopping
not.
news.
That's like the biggest difference because before we really had like that like live feed of stuff. Other than obviously like the live reporters like sitting there going, any news article that was put out, they could always just like scan it over or whatever. There could be like these crazy details. They'd be like, oh, just phase that out. Don't put that part in there. As opposed to now, it's like live. It's like, all right, well, obviously this happened. 5,000 people have it on camera. This happening like this. What the fuck was that? So now they have to
Yeah.
actually answer those questions. They
Yeah.
can't just cover it up.
You seen that one shit? I think it was like Miami or something, or one of the cities. It was like a minute ago, and they're like trying to say it was a distraction for the election. It was like an alien.
The alien thing? Yeah, I was actually. It was kind of funny because when that did happen, I was actually in Florida.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Man.
So I remember it was like my second or third day there, and my mom was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude."
Chalk it. They try to chalk it up to Florida shit, but
Yeah.
they know the truth. They know some shit got out. Some shit was there that wasn't supposed to be there.
All right. Who do you guys think, like, when you're driving, who do you think's like the worst drivers to like run into on the road?
Grandmas.
Grandmas, they are pretty bad.
Honestly, people in work trucks because every time,
Semi trucks.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'll be driving in a scat pack, bro, and I'll be pissing people off sometimes. But sometimes they just be pissed off because I'll be in that bitch, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
And fucking, I just remember multiple times like people just yelling at me. I had one bitch chase me, bro. like I had to like cut off, and then there was like it was like this like it was like kind of like a subdivision, but it had like turnarounds like right
Yeah.
there. So like I just like drifted around the turnaround and then drove all the way down. She was chasing me, and then I did it again, bro. And I just did the fuck off, and like I don't know,
Damn.
like I just hate, bro. I hate everybody that be driving, bro, because I don't trust nobody for nothing. Like everybody be acting stupid.
Yeah, where I live, like I don't know. This sounds bad, but there's a lot of like foreign people driving over there.
You don't like foreign people
No,
driving.
well,
I hate driving in Detroit, like in the downtown area.
yeah,
Traffic.
It's just it can get crazy down there. Like
Yeah.
especially I bet you right now. It probably is like New York down there right now or
Yeah,
something.
through in
you
that
feel me?
field draft.
Like you seen the pictures of how many people were there, bro? 700,000, bro.
Yeah.
and
That's
I
a
think
lot
that's
of
just
people.
I think that's just in the dome.
They said we broke
To be honest.
we broke the new record.
I think that was just in like the
Fuck.
area. That's not counting the people that are in the bars, that are on the streets, that are tailgating, hanging out in the fucking parking
Yeah.
lots. You feel me? There's probably
no, that
a couple mil people over there, bro. Probably like not right now, maybe right now. I don't fucking know.
Givenchy said $250,000. That's how many people is there.
Bro, they underestimating the numbers, bro. It's way more people.
Yeah.
I've seen videos, bro. The streets were packed, bro.
yeah, that is wild.
It's literally a whole party down there right now, bro. You go downtown, bro, and like I heard it's straight. I heard that cops been all up in that bitch, and I heard that nothing happened yesterday, and like people were saying, "Oh, like be proud, Detroit. We had all these people here, and nothing happened last night." Blah blah. I was like, okay, I guess that is good. Like we doing something.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I think that's the key to ending Detroit violence. Make sure our sports teams start to get better. As soon as the Lions start going to the playoffs, everyone's so distracted because we're like, all right, we got shit to do now. There's some cool shit going on.
Right.
We're just not gonna fuck shit up now.
Everybody was inside when the Lions. Everybody was watching the game. Everybody was
Yeah,
TV.
we got good sports teams. Violence goes down because like I said, they're just so much more distracted.
I wonder if that is like if there's a statistic on that for Detroit specifically.
Dude, I'll find something on it.
Because bro, that there has to be, bro, because Detroit is such a piss poor city when it comes to sports, bro. Like bro, it has to correlate. Don't get me wrong though. I love going to like sports and shit though. You feel me? Like, I love a good Pistons game, even though they can't win, and I love a good Lions game.
Okay, so
they did good this season.
Yeah,
actually.
they did good this year.
I gotta give them their flowers.
Yeah.
They
can't say nothing about them
bro.
boys. They did what they had
Them
to do.
them boys really took us as far as we've been.
In
I
years.
hope, bro. Some people ain't see that in their lifetime, man.
Yeah, man.
So in 2023, crime rates were historically low in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
The Detroit's homicide, shooting, and car. Oh wait, what is it? Homicides are down 18%. Non-fatal shootings dropped by 13%. Carjackings have dropped by 36%.
Jesus.
Yeah. So now, dude, if we get a fucking good basketball team too with a good football team,
Oh man.
or like a good hot, like if the Pistons start going crazy, or even the Tigers, dude. The Tigers are actually doing really good
honestly,
this season.
Yeah, y'all just finna
Honestly,
say that.
can I say
Yeah.
this though? Like Detroit as a whole, bro. Not even just the teams, bro. You look at downtown, bro. They revamp a lot of shit, bro. There's construction down there every single day. They just put like a new like apartment skyscraper hotel thing. I don't even know what the hell it was. Like they're expecting people to become like bro. They didn't build that for no reason, bro. You feel me?
Yeah,
Think about all the people that just came here that are about to spend money to go stay up in there. Like the people that do got money too.
That's fair.
So
I
it's
think.
like, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you
Oh no,
off,
you're
bro.
good. I mean, the infrastructure is good, but the thing is, like, I mean, we do have a pretty, like, because of the like domestic car companies, we do have like a really solid revenue as a city of Detroit. The thing is, they need the like living like outside of the downtown area. The living areas need to be better. But so I do a lot of I'm into real estate and stuff. So one thing that I think will actually help benefit like the city of Detroit, because the thing is like building materials right now are through the roof.
Oh,
So
definitely.
it's hard to want to buy either a house that's like one of those like falling apart houses that are burnt down,
Yeah, like land bank house.
or just like one of those empty plots of land. Because the thing is, the average house price in Detroit is like 85 to 90,000. So I'm gonna buy that in that neighborhood, and then have to pay for the building materials when the average cost to build a house could be about 250,000. So you're gonna cheap out, make a really cheap ass house, and then try to sell it for above average
yeah.
in that neighborhood. It's like
And the neighborhood might not, and the rest of
Yeah.
the neighborhood might even be that great because
So-
nobody else is building up their shit or keeping their shit straight.
the one thing though that I think that will help with that a lot and help save that. Have you ever seen anything? They're starting to like 3D print houses now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
you seen that, bro?
this big
That
mach-
ass 3D printing
It's,
houses.
it's
bro.
like a giant industrial like 3D printer, and it does like concrete and layers it out, and that lays the foundation
right.
and like the frame of the house basically. Then they just go through and like put everything up real
Bro.
quick. And
Did you
that-
did you see the foldable houses, bro?
Oh,
Yeah,
I seen
on
the ones- I seen
Amazon.
that,
Fold,
yeah, I
bro.
seen the
Yeah,
fold, bro.
you can get a
I seen
shift from-
foldable houses.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'll throw one of them bitches on like one of them $1,000 plots, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just sell it for what it is. You feel me?
what I want to do is just like with one of those fold up houses. Once I get a house, I want to get a decent sized backyard, so I could put one of those bitches up in the back to have it kind of like a little like party like guest house.
You could make like I don't know like if you ever plan to like leave this studio or not, but like if you want to make like your dream studio, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
you could do some little shit like that. Should be cool too.
Yeah, I was honestly just gonna make it like more of like an outdoor bar area.
No, whatever you want,
Yeah,
bro. This
I
shit,
mean,
it don't
fuck,
matter.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that, but I don't know. I'll see.
It could be so many things, man. You never know. That's one of those things you just have to see when when the
Yeah.
time comes. You never know.
No.
Your whole perspective might be different. You might want it to be a
Definitely.
jacuzzi room up in there or some shit, or I don't fucking know, something
Yeah.
something sweet.
So back to those 3D printed houses, though. What I think those will help Detroit a lot, though, because you can, like a 3D printed house, it costs on average between like $18,000 to $24,000 to build. So I mean, you have that. I mean, and then you have people selling those for 40, 45.
Oh yeah.
That's like one gonna make the property like that will one make housing more affordable in Detroit. So that would, like I feel like with that way better affordability, because now your mortgage payment is gonna be about like what a fucking car payment is. Like if you get if you get like a nice truck with all the shit on it or whatever, you're gonna be spending about $50K on the truck.
Can I tell you why I think why I think that would be not a good idea though for us, like low key though, is just like those houses are so new, and like I work in construction. I do water and fire damage and stuff. So it's like when those houses are so new that they can't really see what happens to them over 20 years, 30 years. So imagine if Detroit, we put all these houses up in Detroit and all these land, and then we charge everybody for these houses, and then they end up just falling apart anyways. Like I don't know how good the house is. It could who knows? And we get really bad weather too, so like we get snow and we get rain and all this stuff. So I don't flooding is really bad in Detroit too. Like that's where most of my jobs would be at. Would be in
Yeah, I mean these
Or down
houses
there,
wouldn't
so.
necessarily have like a basement though. It's gonna be like more. It's completely made out of concrete, so I mean I could see the weathering being like an issue, but also the weathering. I mean you're putting the side paneling up on it,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you're also having insulation and stuff too. So it's not like it's gonna be directly exposed to the elements. Because like concrete on the ground, when it's directly exposed, how eventually like a little bit of water gets in, that freezing and unfreezing, how it expands and eventually causes to crack. I mean I feel like it would be just as likely for one of those houses to run into that issue as like I mean this is still an issue, but also too like our concrete is better than it was for.
Yeah, definitely.
Just
No, I feel that.
and then it would be as likely as a brand new foundation cracking.
I wonder if it's like, all right, now like you were saying, like I wonder if like companies, like there's gonna be, because obviously that's like a niche market. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
if they have like all these different companies that want to come and do that same thing, like say if a company in Detroit want to open that, now what if they start using like a cheaper concrete? You know what I mean, or something that doesn't hold up as well. Like I don't know. I just that is it's just like right now, like how like I was saying, like there's a lot of pros, but like I feel like that's just a big ass risk though too.
I
In
don't
a
know.
way.
I feel
Like,
like
I see where you're going though. That's definitely like it definitely could help, but I feel like that they would have the Detroit, like they would have to wait a little bit just to see what it does.
they already sold the first one in Michigan.
And then, oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they were in Arizona and shit.
No, they sold the first one in Michigan within the past year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, I just think it's like I think it's a pretty solid like solution to the Detroit neighborhood issue though.
Definitely. No,
I
it
think
definitely could be.
just because the thing is now people that are already like struggling really hard that don't make a lot with these super inflated housing prices or whatever, they can't like afford it. And like rent prices, because of housing prices, rent prices are like increasing like crazy too.
No, you're
So
100% right. 100% right.
So like I mean, if you can get a livable house for the price of a car payment, like that will just help that will one bring more money to the community, so they're gonna have more money to upkeep their community, and like I think it just like also too like hostile like neighborhoods that are bad for like crime rates and stuff. Obviously, the crime and like robberies and stuff is going to increase as the economy gets worse, as things cost more money and these people are technically making less money, even though they're making the same amount as last year. They're more likely to commit those crimes. So with that will also help that issue too in that area, because there's just be more money in that neighborhood. There will be more money in like the like that can go into like the free market as opposed to just necessity based
Now,
costs.
like I just wonder how that's gonna work for like all the people that already live in their neighborhood though. You know what I'm saying? And already how I wonder how that works with their house and shit. Like,
I mean, they could keep their house. Like,
You know
I mean,
what I mean?
it's just an easy way to develop it to solve. I mean, that's the thing though. Those older houses like that, those will climb in value because the thing is, like, if you go through a neighborhood there and you put up these cheaper housings and stuff, that neighborhood now, the average like cost per like piece of property there goes up. That raises the general average of that area.
so
And then,
like in a sense, like the Detroit houses like that are still standing and functional are like a little bit more rare.
they would become more rare, and they're going to be more of a commodity. Like, it's like it would be like upgrading to a bigger house essentially.
Okay.
Because I mean, these 3D printed houses are very simplistic floor plans. Like you might have like a 2 or 3 bedroom, small like square footage of a house. Like you're gonna have like
I
but
feel
it's livable. It's like it's better than
better than just like living in like a 1-bedroom apartment or something
Yeah.
and having to pay $1,000, $2,000 a month or some
yeah.
bullshit.
Like I mean, it also like because of the cost of that. Like even if you like spread it out to like, because usually like mortgages, because they're so expensive, they get spread out to like 15 to 30 year loans. So I mean having like a loan that, I mean if you did spread it out to the fucking like 15 years on that, your fucking house payment would be like, your mortgage payment would be like fucking like $150 a month. As opposed, but also you could pay like 400 something bucks a month and have like the 4 to 5 year loan for your mortgage.
Yeah.
So if you have your mortgage paid off in 5 years, that'll be huge too for that neighborhood. Because then that also then reduces the cost of their necessities. They just have to pay property taxes now, so that then translates into more money pumped into that neighborhood.
And shit, like you can, and eventually, like if you get money too, like you could put additions on the house too. Like,
Yeah, no,
like,
definitely.
It's not shit to cut concrete or
No, yeah. I just don't think like I mean, I don't know too much into the technology. I did do like one night. I spent a bunch of time researching it. But I was looking at more like market analysis of it. I
Yeah.
wasn't looking at like the like specifics and like structuring of
Yeah,
it.
like how well does it hold like all
Yeah,
that.
like like if they did, because I think it would be very hard to do 2 floors with a 3D printed house because it is a 3D printer just going through just laying concrete in a line.
Oh yeah,
So I mean,
but I mean like in the same sense, that's like you could literally do a floor and then all that shit dries and then do the second floor, just throw it up there and do the second. I mean, in a way,
you
I feel like
could, yeah.
I don't know I don't know if there's a bunch of wires feed into it. I don't know how that shit works. If it's like they have to bring a truck and bring all these parts out and it's like a whole box type thing. I don't know if it's how it looks. I've never even seen it really. Like I seen like if I did see it, I don't remember it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
No. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, if you guys are gonna drop anything anytime soon or whatever, you got something you want me to promote, you just like send it to me on Instagram, and
hell
then
yeah.
I'll share it to my story and stuff. So
All right,
Okay.
man. No, I
I'll help you guys
appreciate that,
promote some of
bro.
your
Yeah,
stuff.
we got you.
You
Yeah,
know, I'll show some love too, bro.
I appreciate it, man. So I got this kind of like weird theory. So I like lift a decent amount or whatever. So like, do you guys know what like peptides are?
Peptides.
Peptides.
It's like
It sounds familiar. I don't.
they're starting to become a lot bigger. They're like apparently like more natural they're more natural substitutes to like steroids or whatever.
Okay.
Because the issue with steroids is like you're just putting it into your body and it's just there, right?
Right.
So then that's why once you start taking testosterone, you have to start taking it the rest of your life because your body goes, well, I don't need to put energy into producing testosterone because it's getting it from the source.
Yeah.
So your body will just stop producing it. So you got to take it the rest of your life if you start taking it. Well, peptides, they're like these compounds. They're built up from like amino acids and stuff. So they build up these compounds, and it stimulates your body. It might make your body like, for example, there's this one. It's called like MK677, right? It basically it stimulates your body to produce more, like it's called ghrelin. It's the hunger hormone. It's what makes you hungry. So it makes your body produce more of that. And one of the things your body produces when it produces ghrelin is more growth hormone. So
Okay. So like in a way, like it's pretty much like almost like a natural like
yeah,
steroid
it's
in
more
a way.
stimulating your body to produce more rather than just giving it to your body.
Okay.
So I have this theory with weed. I was thinking about the other night because when you smoke weed, right, you get like really fucking hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the
So
munchies.
that means your body would produce more of that like hunger hormone, ghrelin, which therefore will, as a byproduct, make your body produce more growth hormone.
I could say I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that is true, bro. Because how many times you see somebody that like they don't smoke weed or like they like all right, it goes both ways though too. So like you'll see like someone that smokes a lot of weed and then doesn't like act on the munchies and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like stuff they face get real small, bro. You feel me? They get like I've seen them get real skinny. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like shit, even myself, bro. Like I like when I stop smoking so much weed, I gain weight. But when I smoke a bunch of weed, I lose weight. You feel me? So
That's
it's like
fair.
I kind of get that. Like I for sure get that.
Yeah, just like some random rabbit hole thoughts I was getting into last night. I was just high and I was thinking about it. But
I feel like when you have like a cough and shit, bro. Like if you smoke weed, bro, I feel like that shit helps it go away faster, bro. Like if you sick, like and have a cold or something.
that's fair. Yeah.
Cause like I feel like it kind of like forces your body to be like, and then like if you start smoking, like I sneeze and like my everything out. You feel me? So like I fucking start smoking and then I can't like I can't like hold all the snot and all that nasty shit in. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then it just gets like drained out of me, and then I start feeling better because I feel like the more shit you get out of you, that's how you get like not sick anymore. You feel me? Like I don't know. I try to sneeze it all out, and cough it all out, and then I'm done. That's how I be getting fucking like not sick and shit.
Yeah. You ever watch the regular show?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch that, man. All the time.
I thought it was funny. There's this one scene in there when they're with like Benson, and they're like, because like the whole joke is like if you go to like if there's like a street and it's like Martin Luther King like Boulevard or something, like you're in the wrong part of town.
Yeah.
So it kind of made a joke like that on a regular show. And it's kind of funny because I used to watch it as a kid. I was like, oh, this show's sweet when I was like a kid. But I'm looking back, I'm like, there's so much like more like mature like humor in there. It's like damn, I can't believe I missed this. It's like I can't believe this is a kid's show. Like,
Oh yeah, no, my mom made me stop watching that when I was a little younger for a minute.
Yeah.
But I used to be
Mordecai
watching
Riggs
that
used to be
shit.
cutting up all the time.
fuck. Hold on one second. No, full screen.
Come to think of it, where the heck are we? Martin Luther King say George Floyd Boulevard?
St. Boulevard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like that was in a kid show.
I remember like
Boulevard.
one episode, like they were talking about like fucking or some shit. Like they be talking about like straight up, like I don't know. I think they called someone like a name or some shit, and my mom was like, "What? Like what the fuck? Like what are they saying?" And they're like, "Turn that shit off."
Turn that
Like,
shit off.
I was like, "Damn!" Like, cause like it threw me off too. I was like, "Damn!" I was like, I didn't know they could say that in Cartoon Network, bro. Like what the fuck? is
Yeah,
going on?
no, I feel like they push the boundaries on that and like
Yeah.
Adventure Time too.
I feel, but
Yeah,
like,
niggas time.
I feel like regular show could have been an Adult Swim show. Like, I feel like that could have been like a Rick and Morty type deal if they would have went with it and then made it like an adult themed show. Because like there's like just think about it. You got the two stoner dudes. You feel me? That always be going on these adventures and shit. And they, like you got all the people, like all the extras, like Skips and all them people. Like they could have made that shit way more graphic, bro, if they wanted to.
No, yeah,
Easily.
dude, definitely,
And it would have been a hit, bro. Tell me, it would have been a hit, bro.
I do appreciate though them having like a more mature humor that's pushing the boundaries as somewhat of a kid show because like also like the age
It's
I
hard
was
to do.
the age I was when the regular show came out, that was when like I was starting to transition to being like more of like a teenager, I guess. So like that was like fifth, sixth grade for me. So I was just kind of getting off of like a lot of cartoons and stuff. And then, but with that, then I was like, oh, dude, this is kind of sweet. This is hilarious. It was like the perfect humor for like my age, where it was like
I feel that.
where it's like similar to the type of jokes like I make with my friends and stuff. So it caught my attention a lot.
No,
but
I feel that it's definitely like it definitely is a kid's show for sure. Like it's not always it's not always pushing the boundaries. There's a lot of episodes where they're just doing whatever. But
yeah,
like I don't know, it definitely. I see what you mean. Like you appreciate that they could push it to that boundary and like get away with it almost. You feel me?
And like I said too, looking back on it, like seeing clips from it when I was a kid, it's like, damn, like it's like I thought this show was funny because of like this stuff, but it's like there's these like very like more sophisticated jokes, and it's like I completely went over my head.
It's one of those shows you could watch that like with your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like actually be like, oh, this shit funny. Like. But then you start to wonder like, all right, what's my kid learning too though? So like.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah. You said you follow UFC.
Yeah, I fuck with UFC.
You see Conor McGregor's gonna be in a movie.
Yeah, I did see that, but
He's gonna be Popeye.
yeah, that shit. He fits the role though perfectly.
His like shit talk, it's like perfect for like a.
And just like I mean, like look, like he got like the frame for it, bro. Like like you ever seen him like flex and shit? Like they could easily throw like some, like they could edit it to where it's not unbelievable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's working out just his biceps, bro. Like if I was him, I'd just be working out biceps straight up. Like
yeah, I mean he did get big there for like pretty big there for a minute. Maybe that's what that was for.
Hell yeah. You know, that's big though. You know, like once you get to that movie status, you don't need to fight no more.
No,
Connor don't need
yeah.
to fight ever.
Yeah.
No,
He
yeah.
didn't-
He didn't need to fight before that because he's made so much money already off of it. And then plus he made so much money off of that Floyd Mayweather fight too. So I mean he's paid. But
You know, bro's rich as fuck.
if
Like,
you guys fuck with like UFC fights and stuff, or just like MMA fights in general, my buddy, he's a professional MMA fighter.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
does like more like
I wrestled like in high school and shit, just a little bit. So I know a little bit of shit. My man's Mike, he went to some tournaments though. From what he told, he went to a different school and was wrestling. But from what he told me, he be winning like counties and all type of shit.
yeah. Well,
But-
this dude, I mean, he's like, this is my boy right here. He's like he's like an actual like pro MMA fighter.
Hell yeah.
At like low levels. So he has a fight coming up in May. I think it's like May 24th. If you guys want to go, you can,
Oh, hell
you
yeah.
can go. Those fights are fun, dude. Like to watch. Like, oh, I thought that was gonna be a video. They're pretty fucking cool to watch, you know. It's he's gonna be fighting out of Motor City. So,
Okay.
yeah, if you want, when like, just check out for like my Instagram because I'll probably reshare his like ticket link at some point or whatever.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm in the talks of having him as a guest on my podcast.
You know, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
as
that'd
hell.
be sweet.
That would be sweet.
It's tough because like I mean this is like his full-time job. So like he trains like 6-7 days a week. You know, he's a pretty busy guy. So we're scheduling it for after his fight.
Yeah, no, I can definitely like, you know, shout you out to a couple people too if you need some guests or whatnot.
Oh, dude,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know like a whole lot of people, bro, but I know like, you know, some certain interesting people, you know.
Yeah, dude.
But I can't, you know, guarantee they're gonna want to come or, you know.
No, definitely.
But I know like if they see that I'm showing love, they might tap in and show love too.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
like I don't know, like do you care like if they got a name or like how do you or do you like what kind of people do you like, bro? You like just interesting people or just like
yeah, I mean,
just,
preferably like
like I'm not gonna send you nobody that's just gonna sit here and be like
no, definitely.
all day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, preferably, I would like to, you know, get someone that does have like does something, you know. But I mean, like I've had like my friends on here and shit. If it's someone I think that can like have like a very like good conversation, or they might say something wild as fuck or whatever.
Yeah.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I more than welcome to have them on. You know.
Yeah, no,
Like,
definitely. I can probably piece together a couple guests for you or
yeah,
something.
if you want to
Try
message
find
them
some.
or whatever, if anyone shows interest, you know.
Fucking, bro, you know who I think would be a good guest, bro.
Who?
Bro, I feel like Boom would be a good guest.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, my cousin. Yeah.
He got a decent following too, like
Yeah.
so that you could, you know, he does a good amount of research, like you could do and like ask him questions. He's a little older too, you know.
Yeah.
He's so like he probably has a different perspective on. Like, there's a lot of people we know. We'd have to go ask around. I'll send them your shit too and tell them that like they're looking for guests and shit.
Yeah, dude. Just have them message me or whatever. Because, I mean, I'd rather have, like, more of, like, a booked, like, calendar and have it, like, all right, like, now that it's been going for a few months, it's, like, now, at first, it was really hard because, one, it's, like, all right, I don't have a following, so who can I ask? And then, two, also, because I just started it, it's, like, kind of more closer to spur in the moment or whatever. So, like, that also plays it a
So
role.
how long ago did you start though? Like, because I just seen that you've been posting. You're on like this is your 12th episode.
Yeah, this one's going to be the 12th episode. So, like, the first episode 1 got posted, like, what is it? Back in February.
Okay.
So, it was, like, mid-February, like, that it came out.
So like, do you do anything like? Do you have like platforms on like everything like TikTok and all that? Like,
Yeah, I do TikTok. Like, TikTok,
I would get up in the YouTube reels too.
yeah, that's where I post, like, the episodes for the
Okay,
most
cool.
part. The audio files get posted on Spotify, and then I have like the full edited videos that go on
Hell yeah,
that
yeah,
go on
no.
YouTube. That's like where like you can watch them and stuff. Yeah, see like full edited
Oh, hell
videos.
yeah. You know, just like I was saying earlier, bro. Like with the keep on going and being consistent with or whatnot. Like, bro, like you gotta think how many of these podcasts got 500 episodes in, bro. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, the
Like,
really big ones are they're like 500 in. That,
and like I feel like, bro, if you just keep going, like you just gotta find there's gonna be one clip. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be one little thing that somebody gotta see, bro, and once they see it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I fuck with these dudes. Like, oh, they funny. They talk about some shit. They're like, you know, like it's a little different." And like
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, like even the name, like I was like, "Oh, that's like your name. Like it's different. Like it's like I ain't see some shit like that." So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like just keep going, bro. Like I've been doing rap for like a year now, bro, and like you can see like definitely the progression. Like even in my songs, bro. Like I didn't used to rap as good as I do like now, but
hell yeah,
like yeah,
yeah.
you just like that shit's all the time, bro.
No, for sure. Yeah, the Instagram is doing the best so far. I'm like following. Like on Instagram, I am up to 5,300 followers now. And
Hell
then
yeah, no, it's fire.
the past like 3 or 4 videos, they're consistently getting like even like a little bit farther back. So the past one,
I
two,
seen
three, four,
like
five,
they're getting a
six.
couple like 1,000 likes.
Yeah, the past 6 videos they all have over 1,000 plus views. Some of them have like 2,000 views.
And like but you know what's good though? Those views, you're getting the likes off those views though.
Yeah,
People aren't sitting there and just watching it and then not liking it and not showing love, or you know, they're actually tapping in and being like, okay, and you're like, I don't know like how it looks for you, but like you probably seen like I swear it was like 300 like not too long ago too, you know?
the last clip.
Like I feel like one of those no like your following. Like
Oh
your
yeah,
followers, like
yeah. No,
I
it's
feel like
literally
you blew up a little bit. Like
it's been in the past like 2 weeks, like week
yeah,
and a
like
half, 2 weeks. Like
I seen that shit, bro. I swear to God, I seen that shit.
yeah, I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh
damn.
fuck. Yeah, the past like so the past two clips both have over 1,000 likes, and then like 559, 992, 906, 802. So like, they're starting to get the likes and shit. So it's kind of sweet to see like out of nowhere it just like kind of started going, and I was like, oh fuck. So, oh fuck, oh man. All right, I got pissed really bad, and we've been going for
I do too.
Yeah, me
yeah,
too, bro.
and I mean we're going for
I'm actually not about. I thought we were about to go for a little bit. I'm not about to hit this.
well, there's yeah.
No, I got.
We've been going for like an hour 15, hour 20 now.
Hell yeah.
So I think I'm gonna call it. God. Oh. All right. Well, if you stay this long, thanks for watching.